GameBoy Player demonstration. I have actually shown this on the channel before, but I don't think I've actually demonstrated how you use it. But I mean, this is going to be I wouldn't say the simplest way of using it. This is the way it was, I suppose, originally intended. But if you're emulating Game Boy games, I would probably recommend emulation is probably the easiest way to do it. But you can do it this way, which is use the Game Boy Player interface. But you still require the Game Boy hardware to do this. But it replaces the startup disc, and as you can see on the Wikipedia page, you can see the difference between the two. That's the one I will be using, and that is the one that allows you to make the resolution a lot higher, and there's a lot of settings you can mess with and stuff. So I thought I would just that is the best way I would think to do it. And again, playing Game Boy games, there are better alternatives than the Game Boy Player, but this is still quite a solid option. The most difficult thing about this particular device, and this is actually a Japanese Game Boy Player, I believe, or am I wrong about that? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a Japanese one. Is this. The actual disc is quite tricky to get hold of these. I mean, with the Japanese one on disc and that, it was about 100 quid, which I'll hook up to that GameCube in a second. Couple of games there, nothing particularly that special or rare, and the ones in the corner are fake ones I got on holiday at some point in the past. I will use that as I've shown that before because I need to change the region. I have to put that in and then change the region. So what I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like on the big screen. Again, I would recommend trying the Game Boy interface because you're going to get a lot more options, especially particularly resolution, as you can see. But again, emulation is probably the easiest way to do this, and there are better ways to play this. There are handhelds out there now that for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance that are a lot better at well, quality wise anyway. They look a lot better on the sort of the more modern handhelds that are out there and stuff, especially with the new screens and stuff you can get now. And yeah, so yeah, I will show that off, and of course I will also be using this, which I've shown before, which allows you to do HDMI from the is it the digital out on the GameCubes? So as you can see, we're up and running. We're on the screen. There's something about this menu that's always kind of cool. So what we'll do is we will take the Game Boy disc. No, we won't. No, we won't. Ignore what I just said. We do the freeloader disc first. Put that in, like that. And we line up the disc. And what I'll do is I will load in, let's do that first. It's a handy piece of kit, this. But I have been, with GameCube games, I've been backing them up on my Wii, so essentially copying the discs across, and I can load them all up on the Wii whenever I please. Right, so we need to put the Game Boy Player disc in now. This is the only thing, a lot of people have been replacing the GameCube's disk drives with micro SD readers, which is a handy little thing to have. Because at some point these discs are going to stop working. Unfortunately, there has been some talk of disc rot on GameCube and stuff. So as you can see, the resolution isn't particularly that high. So all we do is just hit the thingy button, brings it back, and that's my save file. No, it's not my save file. I think that's one. There's also the what's it called, the 4-player link is it 4 swords? I don't know what the difference is between this and the GameCube version. That's actually for the GameCube, but I know that the GameCube version fetches a pretty penny. I think it's about 50, 60, 70 quid upwards on eBay last time I checked. So original hardware is the way I would go. Yeah, you guys, you Link to the Past, which is the original SNES game. It's quite hard as well. I've never actually played through it all, so. And that's your 4 swords game. But I think you need like one GameCube, so one Game Boy Advance player for each player or something. You need like link cables to link it up and stuff. But it is good original hardware, but it is bloody expensive now. As I said, eBay is absolutely full of fakes now. It really, you have to, in order to guarantee that you're going to get the original Game Boy cart, you want to be looking for, there should be, most people know this, I think, I would have thought, but you want to be looking for the Nintendo logo. I don't know if you can, I don't know if it'll focus in on with the phone. It won't. There should be a, there, you see that there, Nintendo? If it's got that on it, it should in fact be the real deal. The Game Boy Player is a very, very good way of playing this stuff. As long as it continues to work, I don't know, cartridges you might not have such a problem with. I've had to replace a couple of the batteries in some of the Game Boy Advance games because the batteries, they die after 10 or so years, maybe less. But this is definitely a really, really good way of experiencing Game Boy games and stuff. As I said, it's just getting hold of the real hardware, particularly the games, and making sure you get the real deal. So, but yeah, this wasn't cheap. It was just the cartridge. This was about, I think, about 20 quid or something. And the Pokemon Red, Yellow, I think Gold, and Sapphire, they were a good 20 quid each. And that's just the cartridges. So it just depends what you're looking for. But this is a really, really good way of playing these games. I would recommend the Game Boy Player interface for making games look better on these bigger screens nowadays and stuff. But it's well worth the time and the effort. But just be aware, if you're going for original hardware, it can get quite expensive quite quickly.
No? Why not? No? No?
and unity.